Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Why so serious? So this is the second part of analyzing and mapping network, and in this particular portion we will be discussing how you can spoof your MAC address and how you can assign new IP address from DHCP server. These are the techniques that are crucial for an ethical hacker to create an anonymous identity so that he in that particular ethical hacker can perform a pen testing on an organization to which they have been asked for. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So in the previous part of my video, I told you how you can change your IP address, your network mask, and your broadcast address. So the same tactics we will be using to spoof your MAC address. So what is MAC address? So MAC address is nothing but the hardware address that is assigned to the computer when it is manufactured. So it is the hardcore address and it won't be changed. What it won't be changed, what I mean is that your MAC address is the only MAC address that exists in the world. You can consider this. So now we will be changing this MAC address because it becomes really easy for a malicious actor to trace your location if you end up losing your MAC address to that malicious actor. So it's always a good thing to change your MAC address from your machine so that no malicious actor can track you or try to hack you. This also can be done if you are trying to do penetration testing on some organization. And remember guys, again I'm giving you a disclaimer that this video does not promote any illegal activity. This channel does not promote any illegal activity. Whatever I am teaching you is just for educational purpose. So yeah, as I told you that this is how how you can spoof your MAC address, how it is beneficial as an ethical hacker to spoof your MAC address or as a general public. So without further ado, let me get straight into the video how you can spoof it. So first of all, this actually, like I have told you already, that it helps the hackers, it helps you to like keep hackers out, or you can trace, and it becomes tough to trace them. Trace the attacker who has changed their MAC address, and it's really useful techniques because you can actually bypass the network access control using this technique also. So in this case, the main thing is that first we have to down our internet and then only we can change our hardware address. So hardware address in this is also known as ether address, ETHER. So this is also one of the function that I have told you right now. So let's just simply I'll show you. I've changed my MAC address already once, so that I was trying it. So for now, this is my changed MAC address. Okay. So if now I again would like to change this MAC address, so what I will be doing, I will be simply typing ifconfig and then I will be doing eth0 down. So what this will do, and remember guys, we are not a root user, we are a normal user in the Linux. So we have to type sudo. Since I have not given complete resources, that's why this is happening. Yeah, now this work. So what I did is I simply down my internet. As you can see here also, now I am not connected to the internet, it has been disconnected. So this particular thing will work only like this, because if you are connected to the internet then you won't be able to change the MAC address. So now if I type this command dth if sudo ifconfig eth0, then what I will type, I will simply type HW. What HW means is, HW means that it's hardware. HW is for hardware. And then ether. What ether is? Ether shows that your ethernet address should be changed. Okay. So if I type ether, then I type again the changed. MAC address. If I type this, and now my MAC address has been changed, and now I have to up my internet so that I can see the changes. Now if I do ifconfig and I type ETH. Why I'm doing ETH0? Because I am connected to Ethernet 0. Linux starts, remember Linux starts counting from 0 and not from 1. So that's why. You might have a ETH1 or 2 also, then you have to change it according to your need or which connection you are working on. If you are working for wireless, then you will be typing WLAN in WLAN instead of this ETH. So yeah, for me it is ETH0. So now I did this. And if I again type ifconfig, now you can see again, this is ether. My Ethernet address again has been changed. So that's how you change it. So this is how you can spoof your MAC address. So let me tell you really in a really simple words how malicious actor do this. So if they have wireless adapters, what they will do is they will simply go to an area in which there are too many networks or there are too many mobile phones and everything available. They will connect to that open Wi-Fi, public Wi-Fi, or they can hack the public Wi-Fi and then they can get your MAC address. And after receiving your MAC address, they will change their MAC address to your MAC address. So because of this, if they perform any malicious activity, you are the one who will be getting into trouble because they, if they get traced back, that company which is tracing them back won't actually see their MAC address. They will be looking at your MAC address. So you will be the one who will be in the trouble. So remember, guys, these are the things which I am teaching you so that you can be aware of these such type of basic attacks and you can actually prevent yourself from these kind of attacks. Okay. So moving on to the next portion, assigning new IP address from a DHCP client, DHCP server. So what actually DHCP server is? DHCP stands for Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. Let me type it for you really quick. Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. It's a server that runs on a daemon, a process that runs in the background. It is called DHCPD, the DHCP daemon. So this DHCP server assigns IP address to all the system on the subnet and keeps a log file which IP address is located to which machine at one time. Okay, so what it means is it actually keeps a log and assigns the IP address to the connected computers in a network at that time. This make it a great resource for forensic analysts to trace hackers with after an attack so that they can trace the hackers also if after they have attacked. For this reason only this DHCP server is really good command. Usually to connect to internet from a LAN you must have a DHCP assigned IP, but but you have to first assign static IP address, and once you assign the static IP address you must return and get a new DHCP assigned address. To do this, you can always reboot your system. But today I will show you how you can retrieve a new DHCP without having to shut down or restart your system. So to request an IP address from DHCP, simply you can call the DHCP server with the command called DHC client. Let me type it really quick for you here. DH client followed by the interface that you have assigned to. For in my case, I have assigned CLINT, I have assigned ETH0. Okay, since different Linux distribution use different DHCP client, but we are using Kali and it's a WN base, which we will be using DHCP client only. So what this will do is DH client will send a DHCP discover request from the network interface specified here. Like it will send a request to the it will send a request from the network interface. What is my network interface? My network interface is ETH0. So this DH client will send a request from this network interface. It will then receive an offer, which is known as DHCP offer from the DHCP server. Okay, so this DHCP in this ETH0 has first sent the request to the DHCP discover, and then it will receive an DHCP offer that okay, we are ready to assign you this IP address, and it get confirmed from the DHCP server with the DHCP request, and then your IP address will be changed. Depending upon the configuration of DHCP server, the IP address assigned in each case might be different. Okay, so again, as I told you, I always forget to put sudo command in front, but you should not forget this. This is really essential command now because, as I told you earlier, the distribution has changed the settings. So if I hit enter, then now when you will enter ifconfig, you should see that DHCP server has assigned a new IP address, a new broadcast address, and a new network mask to your ETH0. Now if I type it, you see this is 129. Earlier, if I show you earlier, in earlier it was 128. You can see it. Before I changed my MAC address, before I changed my MAC address, this is the second time I'm changing my MAC address. So I am getting this 128. Okay. Then if I change my Ethernet address, I also got changed my IPv4 address, and then if I do DHCP client, then this particular IP address has been assigned to me now. So this is how you can do it. Most of the time, what will be happening is that you have to first set up your own static IP address, and then you have to do it. But in this case, it directly has been done. So yeah, don't worry if you don't understand this right now. Just learn the command, what is happening. This is basically to assign new IP address. You can always change your IP address to static and then perform this command so that you can get that so that the static IP address that you have used, it will be the one which will be getting to the internet and not your original IP address. This is how you do it. So let me summarize today's video really quick. So in today's video, we learned how you can do MAC address spoofing and how you can assign new IP address via DHCP. These are some crucial skills to remain anonymous in the cybersecurity industry. So stay tuned for the next video, guys. In the next video, I will be teaching you how you can do DNS examination and how you can map your own IP address. So till then, stay tuned, goodbye, and keep subscribing to my channel for such educational content.